Yes.
But that was on the state resolutions committee, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. But
Mhm.
in the county meeting or CD meeting,
No.
Yeah, CD6.
never. CD6, exactly. Yeah, well, it's
Mhm.
last week. That doesn't count. Yeah, it was like, no, this is crazy. It's good to see everybody. Hi, Connie. Good to see you. Hey, Sam. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm okay.
Excellent.
Grieving Charles Mueller a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So loss of a fine person.
Yep.
Sad, sad.
I have a gavel for you if you need it.
Oh, I don't think I do. I can shout. I'll turn my volume up.
It's a joke. It's Thor's hammer.
Yes,
It's
that's
yours.
great.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Let me see it. Oh yeah, thanks. My trash top is my desktop is glass, so I think that would not be a good idea. Think so. Hey, Justin, everybody, Justin Hodge is going to be our parliamentarian today. Hopefully, he doesn't have to raise his voice. I don't think he will.
Hopefully not. You never know, though.
You never know. That's why he's in that seat with that bass voice. Hey, Cheryl. Ben, John, hello, everybody. Hey, Rena, how you doing? You must be busy.
Okay.
No, crazy. And I don't think we've met yet, Anne Marie.
No, we haven't. I live in Saline, a recent member, recently joining the member.
Oh, great. Welcome.
Through people. Yeah, thank you very much.
We're glad you're here. Robert as well. I haven't seen you before, to my knowledge. Welcome. You're muted. You're muted.
I think I've attended something, but it's been a while.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. This big meeting. Kitty. Tony. Hey, Brian, it's great to see you again. It's been way too long. Welcome back. Joan, how you doing? We're in, huh? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. Everybody, it's good to see everybody here. Thanks, Anne. Thanks for using the chat. Say hi, everybody. In the chat, we're going to be using the chat when we come to the considering the resolution. So if you need chat practice, this is a good time to try it. Considering the resolution, so if you need chat practice. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, we're going to mute everybody probably. I think we'll probably mute everybody when the time comes because it's just, you know, you get that kind of feedback sometimes.
So, why can't I vote?
You can.
Oh, I can. How come?
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
remember, you registered late, Liz. So, you know, we were not going to let anybody in who registered late, but you were going to not vote, but because of that, but yeah.
I appreciate it.
What? Yeah. Well, we decided if you're members and you register late, you can vote this time, but next time it's going to be banner across the website, you know, because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. If anybody in the CD6 meeting this last week or so, you saw how painful it was if the hosts don't know who's a member before the meeting starts. We spent the first 45 minutes of that meeting with them just checking the membership records. So that is not acceptable. We do not do that. We're not going to waste your time like that. So you have to register early. So Sharon and her membership team can confirm your memberships before we start. So that's why we ask that. It's not because we're rigid. We're not rigid, really. We're super, super loose about just about everything.
Thank you for this time.
You're welcome. Yeah, it was just a little spanking this first time. But after this, no. All right, how many people do we have? Oh, only half of who's registered. Well, I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and then I want to get started because we have a crazy big long meeting, and I always hate to punish the people who are on time. You know?
Yeah, I think we ultimately had about 124 people register.
Yeah. And only 55 in, so that's not great. I'll wait 5 minutes or so. Anybody have any like happy good and welfare before we start? Oh, Brian, you were reaching for your mug. I thought you were reaching for your mouse to unmute yourself. No. Hey, Andrew, how you doing?
Doing all right, doing all right.
Good. Good. I didn't hear it. Michael, how you doing? Did you guys get through? Did the MEDA get through all your endorsements yesterday? We were all several of us were at State Central yesterday. At the State Central meeting, there were the State Central committee voted 2 resolutions, which won't surprise anybody. Both of them were to strongly opposed to ballot measures that are being brought by Republicans. One of them, basically a state version of the SAVE Act. And the other one, what's the other one? What was the other one? Mary, do you remember what the other one was?
16 yearly redo the Constitution vote.
Right.
Oh, God.
On the
Right,
Constitution.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, Constitutional Convention, right? Thanks, Andrew. And it's like, nope, non-starters. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Yeah.
Just, throw a massive gamble on that, what could
No.
possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? I mean, we can trust them, right? Exactly. We can trust them to do the most perfidious thing imaginable. Well, what do you think? I'm gonna ask Jim. Jim, should we start? Connie says yes, we should
I think we should give a few more minutes because some people are having trouble getting in.
Okay, couple more minutes. I think of what else happened on at State Central, what we could report on. Labor caucus.
On Laura and Barry Nathan, when you're have a minute.
What?
Laura and Barry Nathan know that they have signed up, but they weren't sure if they'd signed up earlier or only just now.
They just now signed up, so they're in that category of people who we know they're members and they're active and we love them, and so we're going to let them in this time and not next time.
We sent them their link just 10 minutes ago.
Hey, Hunter. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you before, to my knowledge. Have you been in meetings and stuff? I love it how when people are new that you just, hey Vince, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm okay. Busy weekend. We had a fun night. What night was it, you guys? Friday night, the area captains met at Jolly Pumpkin in Dexter to start planning the outreach for the year. What are we doing in terms of the, door knocking and all of that, the flyers and so forth that we're going to do. And that was really fun. We're planning on having some fun and interactive and food fueled trainings in talking to people on the doors, because a lot of people don't want to do that. And so we're thinking about engaging with an improv group that will help us loosen up and get started on that. Our first message is going to be and Sharon, if you want to jump, or not Sharon, Jen, if you want to jump in, do, to get on the permanent mailed ballot list. It's no longer called the permanent absent voter. It's permanent mailed ballot list. So that's our first drive, is to get people to sign up for that, and understanding that if they use the mail option to return their ballot, they need to do it really early. But it's easier to walk it to, to your nearest, not walk it, whatever, get it to your nearest drop box. But that's just so important with what all the craziness that they're promising at the polls.
We'll give it 2 more minutes, Teresa.
2 more minutes? Okay, 2 minutes, peeps. Thank you.
We only have 63 people. That's not even half of those that registered.
I understand. Are there people backed up trying to get in, or are people just late?
They're just late.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, but everybody else is
No,
here.
there's some
Yeah.
people who can't get in,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
can-
forwarding their names quick as I can.
Yeah, can I add, I got an error multiple times, saying that
Huh.
I need to register. So I think there's an issue with something, with the link or something. Finally, I got in after like 20 times.
Really?
I think it was asking.
So
you
there
I
to-
would
is
like
a
to-
problem. So I would
Yeah.
wait.
I would like to
Yeah.
second that. It took me 8 times clicking the link and 8 attempts to register before I was able
No
to actually get in,
kidding.
even though I registered a while ago.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I would.
Tony. Thanks
Yeah, I
for
had
the
to
input.
re-register. So I would hold off,
Oh,
honestly.
that's interesting.
I'm
Tomorrow,
Okay.
thanks for
right now
using.
to help them do it as well.
I can
Yeah, okay.
explain, I can explain that re-registering, and that is that phone number was not initially a required field, but early in the process, it got changed to being a required field. So people who registered very early without putting in their phone number are getting that little thing saying re-register. And all it means is we need your phone number. Once you put in your phone number,
Oh.
then you get in.
That makes sense. Okay, so people don't know that, and we never sent them an email, so we don't know. I mean, I registered very early on.
That's
So-
why you were in that category.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should
I'm
we
relaying
send
the
an
information.
email? Should we send an email out to say if you registered early, you do need to re-register? Or what do you, I don't know. I don't know
I
what to
didn't
do.
need to re-register, though. I'm not sure if that was consistent, because
Maybe.
Maybe you
It
did
walks-
register after the change.
the
Tomorrow.
other thing is a number of
you guys
people are
have-
coming from an indivisible meeting that ends at 2:30.
Okay. I'm wanting to call on tomorrow. So he's had his hand up very patiently for a long time.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to hop on and say, it already got touched on, but the email portion could have been a piece. I also wanted to echo what Sharon just said. I registered early and also didn't have a problem. I've been receiving every WCDP email that's been sent out. But I've also been checking and looking for it. And I also do know that some emails, they may go to the social part of your email or even the spam part. So some
Yeah.
people may also not know where to look. So it would be worth maybe throwing out a quick little Facebook post, too. That would work for some people. So yeah, maybe not like start right at this moment for people who are probably in the process of trying to join.
Thanks, Mars. We might have to cut conversation around the resolutions a little bit. If we're gonna really get out of here at 4, which I really want to respect everybody's time to do that. You guys think I should just get started, and message would be quicker. But we'd have to have a whole list of the people who have registered and haven't come yet. And of course, we're not gonna be able to, the invisible people that way. All right, well, share my screen anyway, and we can start.
Tamaris was one who is a member but registered late. And since we're now letting those people vote, I just took the NV off of his name.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Okay.
Good question there from Tamaris. Is there a quorum requirement for this meeting? Or is it just majority of whoever shows up?
It's a majority of who's in the room. Yeah. The CD6 meeting was about 35 people, I think. And of course, there are lots of more members than that in CD6.
How many have registered and not showed up?
About half of those who registered have not
Yeah.
shown up yet.
Mhm.
But Sharon knows that some of those are tied up in another meeting, and obviously we're not waiting till that meeting is over. So, all right, listen, it's a trickle. I'm gonna start the meeting, you guys. Is that okay with everybody? I really want to start.
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. Let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Oh, yes, thank you. I love all those thumbs up. Appreciate it. All right. Here we go. Welcome. Glad everybody's here who can make it. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Okay, here's how the meeting's going to go. You've all had this in advance. I hope. I mean, it's all been on the website for a long time.
Make it bigger, please.
Sorry?
Make it bigger, please. Like
Oh,
you did the other
thanks.
day.
Right. Yeah. Is it bigger for everybody? You know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. This is not the published doc.
No, just go over there to the percentage on the left side and 100% make it something bigger. Right,
On the
down,
left side.
down, right, to the right a little bit. More right.
Right. Ah, thank you. It usually works with just a control plus. How's that work for everybody? Is that better?
Much better.
Yes.
Is that
Thank you.
good? Okay. All right, great. Yeah, thanks. Okay. So as you know, the purpose of the meeting is to elect members of the 3 committees for the MDP state convention, credentials, resolutions, and rules, and to consider resolutions for advancement to the MDP resolutions committee. And we'll get into more detail there. So the process of call to order, I'm calling the meeting to order right now. I guess I should have done it 2 minutes ago. Rayanne Weymouth is serving as the convention secretary until someone else steps up. I'd like a motion to approve the agenda.
So
So
moved.
support.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Favor.
Was that discussion? No. All right. I'd like to go with any opposed to the agenda as written. Please speak. Great. All right. Agenda is approved as submitted. I need a motion to elect a permanent convention chair.
I nominate Teresa Reed.
Thank you,
Second.
Doug. Thank you, Mary. Any other nominations from the floor for permanent convention chair? We were talking the other day, we don't know why it's called permanent convention chair because it's like for 2 hours. So I don't know why it's called that, but anyway, any more nominations from the floor?
I
All
just
right.
have a question.
Yeah, sure.
You're talking about a chair to represent us at the convention in April,
No, this is just for this meeting,
This meeting.
just for this meeting.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
for this convention, right?
Then I'll second your nomination then.
Thanks, Norm. Okay, hearing no more nominations from the floor, let me hear speak anyone who's opposed to this motion. All right, thank you. I need a motion to nominate a secretary for the convention.
Rayanne Weymouth.
Thank you, Doug.
Second.
Thank you, Mary. Any other nominations from the floor? Trust me, if you've tried to record one of these meetings, you don't want that job. Any discussion? Any discussion or opposition? All right. Let me hear anybody speak who is not in favor of this motion. Who opposes the motion? All right, thank you, Rayanne. Thank you so much for stepping up. Josephine's out of the country, or the WCDP secretary, so Rayanne's stepping in. Credentials report, Sharon?
Yes, we had about 124 people registered to attend this convention, and approximately 63 are here right now, ready to vote and participate.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions for Sharon? Sharon Simonton is the co-chair of leadership for the fishing, for WCDP. All right, rules report. That's me to tell you how this is going to work. We will use Robert's Rules of Order, and most of you know that the purpose of Robert's Rules is to make sure that everybody has a chance to speak, and that everybody knows what is on the table at the moment. I think we've all been to meetings where we wish Robert's Rules was used. So we're using it. It's actually required by our bylaws too, but and then also obviously just respect for the rules and collegial conduct is expected, including in chat. I can remove anybody who participates in disruptive behavior after a second warning, including in chat. So I don't expect any such thing, but occasionally I have to say that. Okay, so how the meeting will work for elected to the convention committees. We'll name the current nominees. As you all know, there was a form that went out that you could pre-nominate yourself for resolutions, credentials, and rules committees. That's each one at a time. I'll call for nominations from the floor with the understanding that nominees, if elected, will participate in specified MDP meetings. And I mean nominations from the floor will participate in specified MDP meetings. We'll have 30 seconds for each nominee to speak, and we'll vote by a simple majority or plurality using the Zoom poll, which will be explained below. You must be in the room to vote. And let's see, if no candidate arises for a specific position, it will remain unfilled. For the resolutions, motion and second for sending each resolution to the MDP. We'll consider each for a maximum of 3 minutes because we have 24. We will have a countdown timer for each resolution. It'll be visible on screen and also down. I think it'll also be visible down in your or wherever you have your like control bar, you know, where it says, mine says your screen sharing and audio, video participants and so forth. It'll show in there too. Zelda Stern is controlling the is controlling the timer for both this and for the 30-second presentations of the candidates, the nominees. And once again, we'll vote using a simple, using a Zoom poll, and this will be by simple majority, up or down. Okay, so Jim, you want to please review the voting functions and process, and we're going to do a practice poll.
We just had a couple of late registrants that I was dealing with.
Okay.
And I've been looking them up and dealing with them as you're talking.
Okay.
Can I have a couple of minutes to finish that, please?
Oh, sure. You can demo when we
In fact, what I'll
You
do
can
is
demo when we
I'll
get
go
to
ahead
it.
and start a practice poll so
Okay.
everyone can see what a poll looks like.
Okay, thanks. While Jim is doing that, I'm going to keep moving. Oh, there you go. Okay, you see the sample question? Does everybody see it? Anybody have any problem seeing it?
Go ahead and vote on it. It's just a sample. Go ahead and vote.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I ended it instead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Those of you who are still co-hosts
That's
obviously
why.
couldn't vote. So
Okay.
I'm going to now, those people who were temporary co-hosts are going to stop being co-hosts now, so they'll have a chance to vote when we do real votes.
Okay. Is everybody comfortable with this? Anybody not comfortable with the Zoom poll option? Most of us have, since 2020, gotten fairly familiar with the Zoom poll. Now, he made me not a co-host. I lost my share. Oh my God. Jim, now I need permission to share.
Go ahead and ask for permission to share and I'll give it.
I did.
Okay, you now have,
Are you sharing, you guys?
oops.
All right, great. All right. All right, so let's look at the convention committee members and alternates. Those of you who've had some experience with the MDP know that the allocations that we get are the result of a complex equation developed by the MDP as in the MDP bylaws. It's there for everybody to read. Space allocations on each of the committee is made by county and congressional district based on vote totals for the top of the ticket in the most recent general election as a proportion of the congressional district vote. In general, for MDP rules, committee members shall have gender identity allocated in such a way so that the number of self-identified men and the number of self-identified women does not vary by more than one. Gender non-binary members shall not be counted as either men or women, but do count toward the total allocation of members. All right, that's why we have the language that we have. In the numbers that we have. So for credentials, we have we are going to elect today one woman identified or non-binary member and one man identified or non-binary alternate. That's another thing maybe I should have mentioned. We're electing both members for these committees and alternates in case our members can't make it. For resolutions, we have one man identified or non-binary member. And for rules, one man identified or non-binary member, or one woman identified or non-binary alternate. Every county has different allocations, CDs, so forth. All right. Credentials committee, there's meeting time, April 7th, 6 to 7 p.m. via Zoom. The credentials committee meets to discuss and receive training on the credentialing process for the state convention. All of you who were at the last state convention know that this is a really important role. I'm not going to read this to you because it's been available for some time. Members of the credentials committee are expected to provide credentialing support of the state convention on Sunday, April 19th. All right, so our allocation again is one woman identified or non-binary member and one man identified or non-binary alternate. Our nominees are Mary Hall Sham as the woman for the woman non-binary member role. Mary, would you like to speak? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Anyone wish to raise their hands? All right. Zelda, we want to start a 30-second timer. I'm not sure we need to do timers on these because I don't think people have that much to say. Mary, you want to say something about why you want to be on this really painful committee?
Yes, because I've served on it for a number of years. And yes, it is painful. And thank you for the support. And I would appreciate your vote. And it is a labor-intensive job, but thank you. I would appreciate your vote.
Let's vote. We're going to vote individually. I'm sorry, Jim, are we ready to vote? Do you have a poll?
I was hunting for things, so tell me which one we're voting
Mary
on.
Hall Sham for credentials committee.
Credentials committee, is that for the member or for the alternate?
It's for the member.
For the member,
So,
there it goes.
Yeah, Liz withdrew because she realized she couldn't be at the meeting. So, all right, everybody choose, please, and vote. We'll just keep the vote open for maybe 30 seconds.
That potential. We're up to 70 participants and we've already got 57 votes.
In favor?
Yes, so that's way more than half. Can I end it?
Yeah, you can end it. All right. Thank you.
Teresa,
Congratulations, Mary.
Thank
Teresa,
you.
quick item. Jim, if you could make Dee Dee not a co-host, Diane Massell not a co-host, so she can vote.
And Teresa, I'm not seeing the polls, but the poll at all. This is Rima.
Are you on a phone? Rima, are you on a phone? Rima, you're muted.
No, I'm not. I'm on the Zoom and I'm not seeing the polls. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a
Well, that-
host.
I don't know. Anybody else have a problem with that? I would suggest that. Hey, Becky.
May I suggest?
Can't see the poll.
I can't tell who's saying what. Becky, are you saying you can't see the poll also?
That's correct. Yeah, I can't see the polls either.
Okay. Jim, any thoughts on that?
Yes, let's do this. When the results pop up, if they're close and you weren't able to vote, speak up and we'll try to figure out something. But if they're not even close, what's it hurt? That's my opinion.
And I think people can also put, actually, in those situations, you can put your vote in chat. All right. If that's okay with everyone. Joan?
I was just curious, Rima and Jessica, what devices are you using for the Zoom call?
I have an iPhone.
iPhone. Okay. So you're using a phone to access the Zoom call. I don't know if you might have better luck on a tablet or a laptop.
No, I mean, I've seen it. I saw it briefly, but I didn't see the poll that was just shared.
I see. Okay.
And I've done this before, so I don't know what's going
of
on.
course. Right.
Yeah, people that are on the phone, you might need to click something at the bottom of the screen to make the poll appear once it's active. So I mean, we'll just have to work that out the next time a poll appears.
Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Joan. All right, let's try again. Nominees for the man identified or non-binary alternate are Tamaris Darby, Jim Russo, Marino Taylor, and Kevin Versak. Let's have any of the nominees from the floor. This is for Rima.
I would like to nominate Tony DiMiglio.
This is for credentials, so I would like to decline the nomination.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Okay, sorry.
All right.
Something's happening.
Thanks, you guys. All right. Anybody else? Any other nominees from the floor? All right. Let's
before we vote, I would like to withdraw my name because I'm not going to be able to be there.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Me as well. I would like to withdraw my name because I'm in the resolutions committee, so I would like to withdraw my name.
For resolutions. All right.
That was Tamaris?
Who is speaking?
That was Tamaris.
That leaves us with Marino or Kevin as the two candidates.
Okay. Marino, are you in the room? I'll give you a second to turn off your mic. Turn on your mic. No. Kevin, are you in the room? Okay. All right. I'm not sure what to go on since neither of these people is in the room. I guess I can't really say because I don't really know enough about either one of their background. I think we go ahead and vote. I'll say Kevin Versak has done an enormous amount of work behind the scenes on issues like credentialing for the WCDP. He's been instrumental support there. Marino Taylor has many years of experience with the MDP in county party, not so much with the county party recently. But Marino Taylor also has a lot of experience. So I don't know. Does anybody else want to speak up on behalf of either of these candidates?
No kitty cat.
No kitty cat. Liz, mute. Okay, I guess we just vote. Let's vote. Do you see your the credentials committee?
Is anybody having a problem with the poll popping up, particularly people that are on the phone?
Oh, Tamaris.
It worked for me. It worked for me now.
Oh, good. That's great. Are votes coming in?
Yes,
Jim?
they are. They're coming in.
Okay, great.
We've already got 55 out of 69 votes cast, and it's pretty strong.
So
going 3-2 2, 1. You better submit or I'm going to end it.
Okay. All right, Kevin. Thank you very much, people. Thanks for all that nice process. I mean, I'm glad you can see it now. Becky, could you see the poll? Anyway, resolutions committee. 2 meetings, typically a minimum of 2 meetings. Notice that the credentialing was 1 hour via Zoom. The first meeting is scheduled for 4 hours via Zoom of resolutions, resuming in all likelihood the next day, starting at 6, also via Zoom. To complete the work, the resolutions committee has to go over every resolution that county and CDs send up. And that's why we actually have a responsibility here to be thoughtful about the resolutions we do send up. But the resolutions committee votes on those and makes a packet. Our allocation is 1 man identified or non-binary member. We have Tamaris Darby. Are there any nominations from the floor?
Yes, I would like to nominate Tony DiMaglio.
All right. All right. Anybody else? All right. Tamaris, can you unmute and speak for 30 seconds?
Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Just want to kind of talk about why I want to do the resolutions committee. I've been looking to get very active within the County Democratic Party. So once I saw this opportunity, they kind of jumped on it. It's very important in this climate that what we're going through, the resolutions committee does a lot of work with policy. You know, when I think about public power, I'm thinking about data centers, and the community that I live in, Ipsy, it's in our backyard. And so this is an opportunity for me to get involved and actually formulate and shape policy in a way that I've been wanting to do. So that's why I would like to be on the resolutions committee. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Tamaris. Tony, unmute.
Hello all, I'm Tony DiMaglio, and I'm interested in joining the resolutions committee mainly because the Progressive Caucus, of which I am a co-chair, has worked with various different partners across the state to help co-author a series of resolutions, most which we will be discussing later today, but most of which have already made it past enough county and district conventions to make it to the resolutions committee. And so I would like to be there so that I can help provide additional context. And also, I already have some pre-written amendments to help already improve those resolutions. So I feel that the voice and the connections that I have, and specifically around, yes, these 12 resolutions, can help make that process and that meeting hopefully go stronger, starting off.
Tony, that time's up.
Okay.
Sorry.
All good.
A lot to do. Okay. Can we see the poll, please? Jim? Thank you. How's it going?
More than 60 out of 70 possible votes cast. The margin is more than 10, so it's decided.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and share.
All right. Tamaris? Tony, thanks for stepping up. Tamaris, congratulations and thanks for stepping up yourself.
Thank you all.
All right. Rules committee. All right. Another shorter meeting here, 7 to 8 p.m. via Zoom on April 7th. Members of the rules committee, rules for the state convention. Those of you who have heard Curtis Hertel, the MDP chair, speak recently know that this is credentialing as well, an enormous number of changes are being made to make it way easier for us to participate in a fair way in the convention. So That's fantastic. So the allocation is one man identified or non-binary member and one woman identified or non-binary alternate. The nominees are Tamaris Darby. Tamaris, I'm going to have to take your name off of here since you were just elected. All right. I'm going to be on one committee. The nominees are for the man identified or non-binary member, Jim Russo, Hunter von Valkenburg, and Josh McAllister. Any other nominations from the floor?
If Tony accepts, I would like to actually nominate Tony for the Rules Committee if he accepts.
Sure.
And Jim has to withdraw again.
All right. Any other nominations from the floor? All right. Hunter and Josh and Tony, unmute so you can have, nope, wait.
I'm
No
sorry.
voting yet.
Don't,
That's
please
okay.
don't vote yet. Just let
Yeah.
them talk first before you vote.
Harry talk. All right, Hunter, you have
Hello,
30
everyone.
seconds.
I'm an attorney, and I heard about what happened at the 24 convention and how an insurgent progressive candidate was locked out of the process, and then she had to sue the party to even try to get the numbers, and they managed to rebuff her, and so I think it seemed like Mr. Hertel did address some of the problems with the last convention, but I would like to make sure that the rules are transparent and that the whole process is transparent mostly.
All right. Thank you. Time's up. And I can't make my noise stop. There we go. All right. Josh, are you in the room?
Hello, everyone. I would like to be on the rules committee because I'd like to bring back the new rules, get a better understanding. I love Robert's rules and I love learning. I too was there in 2024 and got to see a lot of things that I think that we didn't all understand at the time. And I'd love to gain your guys' vote.
All right. Thanks, Josh. Tony.
Hello, all. I don't have anything pre-prepared, but I did serve on the Rules Committee last year. But actually which is why I was open to serving again, after hearing Hunter and Josh's remarks, I would like to withdraw and endorse Hunter.
All right. All right. I guess we can vote now. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Let's go. Holly. Holly, you're muted. Holly, did you mean to speak? Your hand's up, but you're muted.
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's okay.
If people are having a hard time having the poll pop back up, click on at the bottom of the screen polls or quizzes. If you don't see that, then click the more button, which is the 3 dots, and then you should see polls/quizzes, and that'll make it pop back up.
Okay.
All right, how are we doing? Jim?
Okay, we've got 60 votes in out of 70. So we have enough. 3, 2, 1, and share.
All right.
Thank you,
Works.
everyone.
All right. Welcome aboard. Josh, thanks for stepping up as always. Busy guy. All right, great. And then we have 2 candidates for the woman identified or non-binary alternate. Liz Freed, who is in the room. I don't know if CC is in the room or not. Sharon.
CC would like to withdraw. She's unable to make it.
All right. All right, thank you. All right, then the last person standing, Liz Freed. You want to speak for a few seconds? 30 seconds?
Hi, everyone. This is my first time running for an actual committee, so this is very exciting, and I'm very excited about participating and getting more involved. I've been a precinct delegate for, 20 years, active in the party since I could vote, which was a long time ago. And so very excited to do this. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Arima. I forgot to ask for nominees from the floor.
Yeah, please.
Right,
Yeah,
thanks. All right, thanks, Liz. Are there other nominees from the floor? Waiting.
I could nominate Tony DeMeglio again if you would like to accept the nomination.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. All right.
That's how much I believe in Tony's ability to do an amazing job. I'm going to nominate him for everything.
Yeah, thanks enough. Okay, are we ready to vote? Sounds like we are. We good? All right.
I'll vote for you.
It looks pretty unanimous.
Okay, Liz, congrats.
Thank you. I got all of the votes.
Man,
more than myself.
you did.
Another
All right,
Soviet-style sham election.
Right. All right. So this I will send up, the next step in this is for me to send up your names and contact information to the state party. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. So congratulations, everybody, and thanks for everybody who put their names up and were willing to take a risk and offer to serve. Okay, consideration of resolutions, people. Here we go. You guys have been busy thinking about your aims for the party, and that has resulted in 24 resolutions. It's very impressive number and amount of work. So we want to decide which of these resolutions we send to the MDP Resolutions Committee. They have to be, in order for them to be considered by the MVP Resolutions Committee, they have to have been sent up by a minimum of 3 county or district conventions. Resolutions that are substantively similar to resolutions that are in the existing MDP packet, which is on the website there, are not eligible for consideration. As I said, please consider them carefully in advance. We are not able to discuss them in detail as we have before, and we are not editing or amending them during our convention. That will be the work of the Resolutions Committee once we send them up, for those we do send up. Most of these are a simple call for support and notification of the relevant legislative and administrative bodies. Those are numbers 1 through 18. And we've listed them in order. And then others, 19 through 24, request specific steps beyond the routine steps. So we need to think about those. We've laid out some considerations of the actions required within the purview of the MDP. Are the actions legal? Are they likely to affect the desired change? Numbering continuing, as you all can see. Anyway, so I did talk with the director of party affairs yesterday to clarify that we really do want to take these seriously and like not just flood everything up to the to state center, I'm sorry, to the MDP Resolutions Committee, and she confirmed that it's good to make sure that they're getting quality resolutions. So we will consider them, but what we're going to do is we'll get a motion and second for sending each resolution to the MDP. We will have 3 minutes. Stella, are you nearby? I mean, sorry, Zelda, where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay, good. Okay, Zelda is our timekeeper. And so, Zelda, you want to show us what a clock looks like? The time, there you go. Y'all see? Can y'all find the countdown clock?
Yes.
Should be at the top of the screen for some people.
Yeah. It's at the bottom of mine, but find the countdown clock. Thank you, Zelda. So what we're going to do is, consider the resolutions. If someone is here to represent the resolution, that person may speak for up to 1 minute. That will be another one of Zelda's chores or tasks. And then subsequent comments for submitting through chat for just efficiency. So everybody can see everybody's comments in chat. I will restate that we expect collegial behavior in chat as well as verbally. All right, any questions? We're on the same team here, so let's respect each other's opinions and goals, because none of these resolutions are easy to do. So thank you to everyone who submitted resolutions. All right, unless anybody objects, let's get started. Our first resolution, I want to call out Kevin Bursack, who put together this call for this. I wrote it, or we wrote it, but his help in getting these resolutions together was absolutely indispensable. Okay, there. All right. So the proposed resolution refocusing Michigan Democratic Party on Michigan and rejecting divisiveness. Joan Lowenstein is Joan, are you ready to speak?
Yes, I am.
All right, you have a minute.
Okay. We submitted this resolution because we are committed to only one goal, to elect Democrats in November so our country can return to economic stability, affordable housing, health care, and education for all, voting rights, and a reliable system of justice. We must focus on those issues instead of the maniacal obsession with foreign policy by people who can only seek division among us and who are uncommitted to the values of the Democratic Party.
That's it. All right, thank you, Joan. Comments in chat now. Zelda's starting the clock again for 3 minutes. And we will end chat if nothing new is coming up. All right, so
at what point should we put the poll itself on the screen?
When chat's 3 minutes or when chat's over, whichever is sooner. Oh, you want to put it up now?
I could.
We could do that.
Okay.
I think we thought that would be good in case there was just overwhelming support. We could, move on to the next item.
You're right, Liz. That is what we decided. So that's a great idea.
Teresa, there's a request that you scroll so the more the resolution is visible. We can also put in the chat because we have a link, right, for all of the resolutions.
Us?
Yeah.
It was in the email that gave you the link, yes.
Yes, but
there's another. I'll throw it in chat too, because my own email is a dumpster fire. So let me get that in there.
So if you scroll down in the link that I just put in the chat, you can find the list with links to all of the resolutions we're going to be looking at.
Thank you. We're halfway through our time.
John, you can move the poll or close it and bring it back up if it's obstructing your view. You're welcome.
$40 seconds. Poll will close in 40 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds. All right, 2, 1. Go 65% vote that up. All right. Thanks, everybody. Next. Is this time might plus control plus worked. Okay. Don't think we have an identified speaker for this. Is that correct? Oh, Sharon. I don't think you.
The ones without identified speakers are for the most part from the Progressive Caucus, and I'd like to call on them if any of them would be present.
Yeah, I can.
Would like to speak.
Sorry, I emailed you early yesterday, Sharon, but I think it was too late. So apologies for that. So on this resolution, the Trump administration recently rescinded EPA's 2009 endangerment finding and also did a lot of things to remove legal foundation regarding how we regulate greenhouse gases and the Clean Air Act. And so this resolution's primary focus is to call on congressional Democrats from Michigan and the governor to codify EPA's 2009 endangerment findings and other related regulatory implications into Michigan law. And yeah.
All right. Comment, is that it, Tony?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Okay, comments in chat? 3 minutes. And the poll will go up now.
Please scroll up as well.
You want me to scroll up?
Or down.
You want me to scroll down? Okay.
Do the rest of it. Yeah.
Okay, let me put, I'm gonna risk putting this. No, I know what I'm gonna do. Wait, no, I'm not. Okay. Say when.
Overwhelming support, we already have a majority.
All right, great. In support.
Yes.
Outstanding. Thanks, Progressive Caucus. Thanks, Tony, for speaking for it. All right, next.
Well done.
That's great. 100%. Not shabby. All right, let's go. What's that? Medicare for All Acts. Progressive Caucus.
Hello again.
Who wants to speak?
I well, close to 500,000 uninsured people live in Michigan, and there's 26+ million Americans across the country without health care. And so our employer-based profit-driven healthcare system, delivery system, really rations out healthcare to those based off of the ability to pay, and it allows approximately 30,000 people to die every year for the lack of coverage. And has diminished overall health rankings in a lot of different ways. We rank 35th in world health outcomes despite spending so much more. And so this resolution focuses on supporting the Medicare for All Acts legislation, and so this has been in collaboration with different counties, cities, townships, and other groups that have similar paralleled Medicare for All systems in their local constituencies. And yeah, sorry, I don't have more to add, but
great. Thanks, Tony. Okay, let's throw the poll up there and give it our 3 minutes. Zelda, I'm super impressed with your speed. You're really good. Thank you.
It's not unanimous, but it is a huge majority.
All right, great. Thank you to the Progressive Caucus again. All right. Hey guys, we're gonna get through this meeting faster than I feared. Yay. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Ranked choice voting. We have Pat Zabawa here who is not a WCDP member or an MDP member, but is speaking, not voting on ranked choice voting in local elections. They're important. Pat?
Yeah, hello, distinguished WCDP members. Thank you so much for your service to our democracy. Pat Zabawa, Rank My Vote Executive Director here, and wanted to speak on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of Michiganders who signed our petition for better democracy through ranked choice voting and bringing more candidates and voters forward into our electoral process through ranked choice voting, as well as make sure that our elections are incentivized to be positive and less divisive and represent all of us. We would love for the cities where the voters themselves have chosen, including in Ann Arbor, over 73% of voters there choosing to use ranked choice voting in their local elections. We need state law to change to make sure that those voters their will is executed, where right now state law prevents local use of ranked choice voting. So our ask is that the party support state law to change so that we can see how ranked choice voting works in local elections where the voters have so overwhelmingly chosen to use it. In the 505 elections, cities that right now have have ranked choice voting on the ballot or in their city charters allowed to use it.
I have to stop you now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate your being here. All right, voting's up. Have everybody seen my voting? No, it's not cool, but all right.
Yeah, hop down to the resolve part at least before we sign it off.
You want me? You want me to go down here? Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
That's about it.
Okay. Where are we? All right. Thank you, people. Thank you, Pat. Thank you to RCV Action. Appreciate it. It's really great to see all this passion. Okay, Josh, you on? This is a resolution to encourage expanded access to veterans benefits and claims assistance.
I'm here.
You got one, we're doing 1 minute for speakers, right? Yeah, okay, 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
So basically, in the last
Wait,
5 years.
hold on
okay.
a second.
I didn't
So
know how you were.
I'm sorry, I was hearing chatter. What were you saying?
No,
I was just gonna go.
I was saying I apologize. Some of the timers have been wrong for a couple of
Okay.
resolutions. I
I
messed it
felt
up.
like that last one was wrong, right?
I
Okay,
accidentally
so-
had it for the 30-second, which is my fault.
Not a worry, not a worry. Okay, go. All right, well, we can restart at 60 for Josh. Go, Josh.
Okay, so in the last 5 years, only one resolution that we've been able to get to the floor, and that was on suicide for veterans. So we wanted to expand that. When I say we, it's the MDP Veteran Caucus. We've got the Rural Caucus, some supporting us in the background as well. And we have been in talks with the Disability Caucus. This one happens to do with benefit claims. So when a veteran gets out, we need our elected officials to be held to the water, and that is another thing. We're trying to give our tools to our elected officials on the Democratic side when they don't have anything. That's the state is looking for them to say, hey, this is what the party wants. And right now it's just suicide. So this is one of them. This is claims. And I could just talk about the other ones real quick.
No, Josh,
oh,
hang
no,
on to
just keep
this.
it-
We're gonna
okay.
vote on this one.
Okay,
Okay? Yeah, thanks. Comments in chat. Open first. How are you doing, Jim? All right. Wow. Fantastic. Love it. All right. Thank you, everybody. New timer, new resolution. That's veterans benefits. This is veterans expanded housing stability. Josh.
Okay, this one really aligns with what our county officials are doing with Housing First and housing stability. Again, this is for statewide. We want to get out that we want to basically end homeless for veterans. In short, that's what this one is really about.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's vote. Thank you, people. Thank you, Josh. Next one. Mental health and suicide prevention.
Uh, so, 22 veterans a day commit suicide nationwide. Um, Here in the state, we're trying to get 988 on all the Michigan state cop vehicles, and we're trying to expand mental health services. Again, furthering the suicide statistics and going from a statistic base to more verbiage so that our elected officials have some tools to work with at the state.
All right. We can start voting. Thanks. Thanks, Jim.
Jim, there's a question if the poll has an option to show the actual vote counts and not just percentages.
It actually does I'm sorry. I can see them, and if you'd like, I would announce them. But this one was 59 yeses and 0 nos.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Josh. So important. All right, this is interesting. I'm a little confused about why we're being asked to vote on the Houghton County Democratic Party's desire to convert the Ojibwe Correctional Facility to a state psychiatric hospital. I don't know if there's anybody here who can speak to this. It seems it's extremely well written.
Did something get skipped that I had? There was a number 8 on veterans housing first. Was that different than housing
we did
stability?
all 3 of them. Right?
There's 4.
Josh?
There's 4. There's 4.
There's 4.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Okay, I'm so sorry. Here we
Number
go.
8.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Go. Thank you.
So-
Can somebody mute somebody's voices? Somebody's back noise is coming through. Is that you, Jen?
It's probably me, Teresa.
No, Josh, it's not. Oh, maybe. Okay, all right. Sorry.
I just
sorry.
needed,
just
I
open
needed
and
somebody.
Yes, I know I'm on my last one. So housing first. Again,
Yeah.
mental health challenges, barriers to access. Even though veterans have, a VA home loan, not everybody has good credit, things of that nature. So having wraparound services for veterans and expanding them, which we're doing in Washtenaw County, but along the state, we're not. So we're progressive here. The rest of the state is not, and it creates bottlenecks and gaps for us when we're helping vets.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Josh. All right. Voting's open. Chat's open.
Votes are recorded, but we don't have access to the detail during the meeting. We will have it available afterwards if anyone wishes to examine it.
Thanks, Jim.
Fifty-eight to 1.
All right, that's great. Thanks, everybody. Lots. Speed, let's see it. That's very nice. I think I've got, okay, Houghton County. So we're supporting our friends up in Houghton County. Anybody have any comments or questions about this? It seems like a really, really smart thing. Strongly urges the governor and the Michigan legislature to conduct a comprehensive feasibility study, form a multi-agency task force, secure dedicated funding, prioritize a new facility. Oh yeah, Jess. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So I didn't have any hand in this whatsoever, but I did used to live in Houghton County, and I had a friend who needed to go to a mental hospital and had to drive 4.5 hours to get to one. So I do think this is a good idea.
Okay, that's great. Thanks. Thanks for sharing that. All right, let's get the poll up.
Yeah, Rima mentions that one of the reason why it's coming here to us is because there's a new rule, which I know
Yeah,
we
the
weren't
three-
that aware
yeah.
of needing
Right.
approval for 3 conventions.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. I think
it
they
is.
probably sent it to a lot of parties, and I'm
Yep.
totally happy to support it.
50 yes, 2 no.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thanks everybody. Super going at a gallop here. I'm super happy. All right, improved primary elections, transparency, and conduct. So this is from the Saginaw County Party. Is there anyone here who feels capable of responding to this or presenting it? This result is, yeah, I mean, we know how bad dark money is in our elections at all points in the process. Primary election should serve as an opportunity for candidates' vision, qualifications, ideas, voters.
Can I
Yeah.
ask, what's
Yeah.
the definition of dark money? I mean, why can't somebody take, a candidate take money from somebody? I don't get it.
Dark money is money that's off the record. Nobody knows where it comes from. Yeah. So there, you know, so you get major corporations and what's that? AstroTurf campaigns. Yeah, that hide the real
So
motivations.
an organization could give money, but they should state who's giving.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Charles is noting that there are some non-factual statements in some of the resolutions. I don't know if he wants to signal anything here.
Who? Jan?
Charles Roth.
Charles?
Should I speak to this?
Well, actually, it should be in chat, but we're moving fast. You want to speak
fine.
real quickly?
It's just a point of order. I don't know what we do. I may even support a proposal and yet point out that there are supposed factual statements that are not in fact factual. I don't know what to do.
I support, if you support the impetus, you support the value and of the resolution, go ahead and support it, but you can put in chat and then I can send that up along with the resolutions that are supported. I can send up comments from chat.
Sounds good.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking. Yeah. Because I think this is not the only one where that might be an issue. I sent I got rid of my poll.
A little bit slower, but it's pretty much decided. I'll end it in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And that's 41-7.
All right. All right. And thanks to Charles. That's a good point, you guys. We're not going to discuss revisions or amendments during the meeting, but if you have suggestions, you want to go to the resolutions committee, put it in chat. But I mean, and please be sure that you clearly identify the resolution. All right. Data center tax incentives. Who's speaking to this?
Nancy.
Nancy Moorhead, right?
Yeah, Nancy Moorhead.
Nancy, can you unmute? Is Nancy in the room?
To the best of my knowledge, she was. I'll take a look. Just a second.
I'll read it in the meantime. Resolution calling for the repeal of tax incentives and abatements for data centers.
Yeah, she left.
She left? Okay. The tax incentives that we've given to data centers represent a significant loss of public revenue that would otherwise support schools, governments, infrastructure, essential public services. Data centers are among the most energy and water intensive forms of development. Increased energy demand from data centers can contribute to higher utility costs for residential customers. The rapid expansion of energy intensive data centers will increase greenhouse gas emissions. Is the poll up? Let's go ahead and put the poll up. On local air pollution, data center developments typically create relatively few permanent jobs. Tax incentives overwhelmingly benefit some of the richest and most profitable tech companies, corporations of the world. While words stuck with the bill, be it resolved that the MDP affirms Michigan taxpayers and ratepayers should not be required to subsidize corporate development that increases utility costs, strains public resources, and fails to deliver proportional public benefit. And if this is permanent. Right? How are we? All right. All right, thank you. We both the Anishinaabe Caucus and the Progressive Caucus. Oh, wait, the Progressive Caucus, I thought these, oh, hang on. Are we voting on both of these right now?
There's three
Yeah.
data center ones that all of us worked on.
Yeah, one's a moratorium, one's a tax incentives. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm sorry. Tony, is the one from the Progressive Caucus significantly different from the one we just passed? Because I don't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about this more in a second. But yes, the two tax incentive ones are pretty much the same that we both submitted.
Okay, that's great.
But then
and then yeah, so we've got the ICs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the Anishinaabe Caucus's second data center resolution, and there's somebody here to speak to this. Calling for a moratorium on data center development until reasonable regulations and protections are established. I think we're all familiar with these, with the body of this resolution. Again, if you spot specific technical issues or factual issues, please put it in chat. I will make sure that those get to the MDP Resolutions Committee. Michigan currently lacks sufficient enforceable regulations to ensure the new data center developments protect ratepayers, safeguard water resources, meet climate goals, and secure meaningful community consent. I will say that we are looking at and working with the Michigan League of Conservation Boards and other groups to put on a program in a couple of months promoting a possible package of regulations that we would advocate for in the legislature, discussing those. Okay, moving to transparency. Jim. All right. So passed up the chain. Thank you very much. And Carolyn, you're on. This is a little small. I'm going to try and make this a little bigger.
All right. So this one was kind of a spinoff from the previous resolution. I didn't realize that one was also being submitted, so apologies. But this one is a bit more specific on some issues and is overall geared towards the statewide moratorium legislation, which I believe is HB 5594 5596, if you want to look at that, although you probably don't have time. So yeah, it's a statewide moratorium that is sitting in a committee in Lansing. It's been awaiting a vote, and need to send our local resolutions through to show alignment for it. So yeah, it's a 1-year moratorium in Michigan for super scale data centers or hyperscale data centers. Yeah.
I posted some details in the chat as well if people want to look at that one.
Thanks, Sadal. That's great. Other comments, please put in the chat as well. All right. Thank you very much. As a progress, not on a should progress. Okay. Okay. Student protester rights. All right. Who wants to speak to this? Not that we have anybody who's.
Sorry,
Tony, you're on.
So yes, this one came primarily out of some formerly repressed students from Wayne State University and the University of Michigan. But as we've seen on the whole in Michigan, that we've seen the deployment of armed forces, violent repression and arrests and expulsion and other disciplining measures of students, especially here at U of M. And so the MDP should express solidarity with students across the United States and in Michigan who are exercising their right to peacefully protest across many different issues in relation to DEI, in relation to like the loss of certain departments, and of course, different conflicts and how university funds are being spent. So yeah, this resolution is meant to call upon relevant authorities and university administrations that, of course, are overseen by elected officials, the regents as such, and call on educational institutions and governments and other stakeholders to support better decision-making processes that actively involve students in shaping policy so that protests like these don't result in such oppression.
Thank you, Tony.
Again, I posted more details in the chat for people who want to read through it.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, next. Congress's war powers. Oh no, campaign finance reform, right? No, hang on, I'm scrolling too fast. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my mouse is behaving. Okay. Okay, this is from the again, another from the Saginaw County Democratic Party. Oppose HR 7567. Or somebody else. I'm going to be able to speak to this. I'm going to want to speak to it. Let's keep this going in chat right now, but both can do that. Thank you. Great. Opposed political rehabilitation. Progressive progress. Tony or Sadaf, who wants to take it? Or Erica's on here too.
Tony can take it. I am the silent person who puts stuff in chats.
Okay,
And just remind
so,
everybody stuff is in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so this purposes of this resolution is to call on MDP and the parts of the MDP to refuse to endorse, vote to confirm, or platform otherwise former government officials from any party whose records indicate willful deception to the public or to Congress, unlawful orchestration of war, facilitation of mass civilian harm, both at home or abroad, or complicity in war crimes, crimes against humanity, or anything that's compliant with, International Court of Justice and all of that. So, yeah, it is aimed at reducing, spotlighting and cooperation with former officials who may have been involved in crimes against humanity in some form or another. Yeah, I will also just clarify that the Progressive Caucus supported advancing and helped coordinating the sending out of lots of these resolutions, but they were authored by a lot of different bodies, and we are doing our best to just make sure that they get seen and heard. But we didn't author directly all of them.
I'm sorry, is this
Yeah,
one number 10?
That's helpful. What, excuse me?
Is this one number 10? Tony, is this one number 10? Which one is this one?
Let's see. This one
I'm
is
trying to
number
find the details
16.
on mine.
16.
Okay, 16. Okay, my apologies. I'm trying to find the detailed notes in mine. I don't think I have them.
Both open, right? Jim? I don't see a poll. Right on. All right, this one is defeated. Next, review numbers of Congress. Okay. Comments?
Hi, sorry. Yes, I'm also just trying to look at.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
So the Michigan congressional delegation voted over the last couple of years to send billions of dollars in advanced armaments to different.
To Israel.
Yeah. And Michigan Democratic Party should rebuke such members from Congress who knowingly voted to fund organizations and governments who are knowingly fascist or support terrorist activities, and urges them to exercise more courage to reject such actions in the future.
Tony? Wait a minute, Jim. All right, that's defeated. Oh, wow, what was that? That was that one. Review and replace Schumer and Jeffries. Tony, you want to speak to this?
Yes, so Schumer and Jeffries are beholden to corporate interests, billionaire oligarchs, and often prioritize those special interests over the needs of the American people, and especially when compared to the values of a lot of our, like, personally great Michigan Congress people, they often will still defer to that leadership. And I believe the guiding goal of this resolution is to encourage those individuals from the Michigan's delegation to be more resistant and not support the appointment of those individuals to federal Democratic Party leadership, and request that the minority leaders step aside from their leadership positions, or at least that the congressional Democrats that we elect and send to DC will fight stronger for stronger leaders that will meet the moment and resist Trump more structurally and significantly than the current leadership.
Okay, thank you. Paul? Thanks, everybody. So now the ones that call for specific actions by MDP beyond notifying relevant parties. This is where some of the, I mean, these questions come into play everywhere, but just being clear. Are the actions required within the MDP's actual purview? Are they legal? Are they likely to effect the desired change? So let's go by those. Okay. APC, American People's Compact. Vishu, are you available?
I am here, yes.
Thank you. Great.
I can get started whenever.
You can speak.
All right. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Vishu. I'm one of the co-founders of the APC and also the author of this resolution. And sort of the inspiration is that Michigan voters deserve a clear and affirmative policy agenda showing how Democratic leaders will deliver on the issues that matter to us. And in part, this is currently an issue because the Democratic Party is facing challenges in articulating a cohesive, unifying platform that connects with voters and addresses the disconnect between policies politicians propose and what Americans actually want. And so the APC is a comprehensive evidence-based policy platform developed to address the most pressing domestic priorities identified by Michigan residents and the broader American public. It's been tested nationally and represents a bipartisan winning platform with strong support from Democrats, independents, and Republicans alike. And so our goal is to have the Michigan Democratic Party endorse and support the American People's Compact as a comprehensive policy framework that reflects the priorities of the party, thereby lowering the barrier for candidates and electeds to sort of adopt and align with it.
Vishu, that was very disciplined. Thank you.
Thanks.
Comments and questions in chat. Thank you for this amount of work. It's just incredible.
Okay.
Nine to 10.
Congratulations. Vishu, well done.
Thank you.
Big step. That's great. All right. Popular democracy for MDP conventions. This is again from the Saginaw Dems. Sharon, thank you for putting that in chat. All right. Anybody want to speak to this? Anybody studied it and want to speak to it? Let's just sort of go through it real fast. The Democratic Party promotes ideals of popular sovereignty and self-determination of individual the public sphere. General public's opinion of the Democratic Party is soured from the lack of public trust in the institutional Democratic Party. Michigan Democratic Party and its constituent units are not immune from the effects of dissatisfaction. MDP members have long struggled to ensure their membership is up to date so they are eligible to vote at conventions. That is for sure. Holy cow. Ask Sharon and Liz. Oh, what a pain. And Rima. Gosh. The three regularly scheduled conventions of the MDP are the primary place for popular will of the people through party delegates is expressed, and whereas the will of the public through delegates is exhibited by the election nomination of candidates and the passage of resolutions. Okay, yes. And then resolutions at the 2025 state convention were referred away from the convention floor, failing the convention participants to vote. Misleading propositions, poor rules, advise rule changes that prevent resolutions from going to the floor, stifle the popular expression of party members acting as delegate representatives for their county, but also prevents the popular resolution and settlement of factional disagreements. There be it resolved that the members of the MDP expressly articulate that the popular will of Democratic voters reflected through delegates present at state convention shall be protected. In the proposal of resolutions that are vote before the convention, and be it further resolved, members of the MDP call on state central committee and party leadership to expressly notify district and county district and caucus chairs of any party rules which restrict the eligibility of resolutions. to be brought to the floor, and that members of the MDP call on party leadership and staff to urgently improve the ways in which party members may check upon or remove. All right. Comments in chat. Poll up.
Yes.
Liz, you might want to mute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. How's it looking, Jim?
We're pretty much done, 29 to 12, 29 to 12.
All right. Thank you. Passing it up.
Numbers going down here.
Yeah. We got 69 people. Well, hang on. Was that enough people? Was that enough of a majority there?
Yes, that was a good majority, yes.
Okay, right.
You were looking, you were
Campaign
looking
finance.
at,
Sorry.
well, it's, the number of voting participants in the room at the moment was 66. So it's just under 50% of those present, but it's a huge margin, 29 to 12. It's a margin of 17 votes.
Yeah. So the anticipation is that that would continue. Does anybody object to calling a poll at this point? Okay, hearing no objections, we've sent that up. Campaign finance reform, progressive caucus. Tony, I hope you have some throat lozenges.
In the home stretch. Okay,
Yes.
so as we're aware, corporations, dark money fund often specific primary candidates, making it very hard and impossible for working class or working poor candidates to win primary elections, let alone general elections. And candidates can often become beholden to those corporations in different ways, whether directly, indirectly, consciously, or subconsciously, in the way that they prioritize those needs versus the needs of the people that actually did cast those votes. DTE is a prime example here in Michigan. And so the purpose of this resolution is to call for the MDP to create a committee to develop a plan to implement some sort of internal regulation. Well, it doesn't actually stop primary candidates from doing something, but it does create certain levels of internal MDP pushback and consequences for primary candidates who do accept this type of money. And there's whether there's certain caps of the amount of dark money that a campaign can accept can then result in acceptance or ban from participation in official MDP events for 2 years, participation in MDP fundraisers, one campaign, those sorts of things. But this is mainly calling for a MDP to create a committee to develop the specific plan, at least something to address these issues.
Have a little time. Does anybody have any comments or questions about this one?
And again, this is for the primary, the MDP
Yeah.
facilitated primary, not the general.
My concern here is that everybody is, recognizes that Citizens United is on the brink of absolutely destroying our democracy. But some of the things called for here are not actually possible. So I'm kind of torn because, of course, I support the intent, but I mean, most of these are not possible. Several of them are not possible. So I'm torn. I'll just put that on the table. Especially, a plan to implement these policies for 2026. That is DOA, since we are in the election cycle. So I'll just say those things.
To the voters, closing it in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
That was 32 yes, 19 no.
Okay, Congress's war powers. Wouldn't that be nice if they used them? All right, let's go. Who wants to speak to this? This is back on the progressive caucus.
Yes. Okay, so my understanding of this resolution is that the Michigan Democratic Party adopt an anti-legal wars plank in some form of platform and call for and using congressional our congressional delegation call for the president to abide by the Congressional War Powers Act or War Powers Resolution for no new wars or military actions declared without congressional approval or consultation with NATO allies. Michigan Dems should demand Congress to reassert its authority over military force deployment and vote in a more uniform manner to maintain the War Powers Resolution. So overall, the gist of this resolution is to reject militarism in favor of diplomacy and call for more oversight from Congress or the people over just the sitting president over military actions.
Okay. It's open.
Clear majority. Votes are still coming in. And I think that's what we're going to get. 47-7 in favor.
Great, thank you. Looked out Cuba and that. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go.
All right. So this anti-ICE resolution calls for Governor Whitmer to end Michigan workers' collaboration with the North Lake Detention Facility being constructed by ICE, call on our congressional delegation to work towards abolishing ICE, and call on Michigan County sheriffs, police departments, and other local law enforcement agencies to refuse entry into different designated areas and refuse compliance with ICE to allow them to enter areas where they shouldn't be allowed. Advocate for the reinstatement of safe zones and demand that ICE disrobe facial coverings when interacting with the public. Yeah, that's all the parts that I can remember off the top of my head. But in general, it was just calling for more regulation and oversight on behalf of Michigan Democratic Party elected officials when it comes to how ICE is operating in our streets in a very, very scary time.
Thank you.
Big majority. We're up to 45 yeses. Okay, 46-8.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, last one, Palestinian human rights. Tony?
All right, so this resolution is focused on demanding immediate restoration of U.S. funding for UNRWA in alignment with the bill led by Peter Welch, Senator. Calls on the U.S. government to immediately enact a complete arms embargo on Israel per the UN's recommendation, also given the fact that the ICC is actively investigating war crimes and crimes against humanity for officials. And also this includes suspending like military aid and contracts with companies that are like Michigan-based manufacturers that are collaborating and contributing to weapons development that are often sold or transferred to the state of Israel. Urges Michigan congressional delegation to publicly support all diplomatic efforts, including the ICC's prosecution of war criminals, and urges Michigan's congressional delegation to call for an immediate diplomatic recognition of Palestine as a sovereign state. In essence, a calls for a two-state solution. I'll just say that. And to point out that I don't believe that this resolution is duplicative, because although there is similar aspects to this resolution to past resolutions, the prior complicity in the previous genocide resolution occurred at a different time when less facts were known, And this resolution is different as it calls for the recognition of Palestine and this two-state solution, and to reestablish UNRWA funding. So it'll be up to the resolution committee to decide whether this is too similar or different enough because of those reasons from the previously passed resolutions. But that's not our job to decide if it's the same, in my opinion.
P3 yes, 18 no.
All right, you guys, thank you, Tony, for your heroic work right now. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for all of the time that you've put into responsible and thoughtful decisions about all of these resolutions. I'm going to call for good and welfare now, and I'm going to stop sharing. Just so we can see Joe.
Teresa?
Yes.
This is Nancy Moorhead, and I'm sorry that I missed my presentation. I got thrown off somehow. So can I ask what happened with resolution 11 and 12 by National Beck Caucus?
Remind me which those were, Nancy.
11 and 12, that's the ones on data centers.
They both
passed.
They were both passed.
Oh, great. Thank you. I'm sorry I messed up.
That's okay. You're not alone. Charles, can we talk offline? I think probably most people are very, very happy to hear.
So, all right, the 10-second version is, I think a lot of these proposals were not written very well. And as a tech writer, engineer, and my first lawyer was a member of Congress, I think I would be happy to help even if I disagree with you, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay, great. Thanks for that offer.
I agree.
Okay. Thank you. Any other good and welfare? Yeah, Scott.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. I had two questions. One is just to throw out there a discussion about part of our Washington County is in the 7th Congressional District, but I'm helping Bridget Brink, who's running for Congress up there. And it has come to my attention that one of the main primary contenders, Matt Masdam, actually lives inside the city of Ann Arbor, although in an Ann Arbor township. And while he, on paper, looks like a good candidate, I'm just concerned that if I could figure out where he lives, that the Republicans will too. And I just was curious about, ways to, while it's a Democratic primary, it seems like to me a danger that someone from the city of Ann Arbor would try to run to represent the 7th Congressional District, which is basically centered around Lansing and is a very purple district. Just seems like a mistake for the party to do that. And just wondered whether there are, ways to put that into the thought process of the party as it goes through candidates for the primaries. But the second question is one perhaps more, and again, just trying to raise awareness, maybe something for Mark Brewer or some of the election officials, but just wondering if there's a way for us to be more proactive in seeking to have the state party adopt some kind of legislation prior to the elections that would try to safeguard the the integrity of the elections. There's a lot of discussion about it, but I haven't heard anything that is real concrete. Now, maybe we can't do anything regarding ICE interference or federal interference. There's a couple lawyers on the Zoom, but I think that it's something that it's important that the party try to be proactive in thinking about ways to try to protect the elections this fall. Maybe, and this, I'm not sure whether right now the Michigan House, did they ever elect or seat the Democrat so that the House might flip back to blue, which would be required to pass legislation. But again, I'm just having people think about ways to try to address that issue that are more concrete than just kind of talking about it. You know, is there something that we can do as a party to try to protect that these elections coming up? That's all. Happy to have any discussion, but thank you for letting me chat.
Thanks, Scott. Sam, I was about to call on you, so I'm really glad you put your hand up.
Yeah, I mean, so just on that last point, I mean, there are a number of folks who are engaged in voter protection issues who are thinking very hard about what to do and doing a lot of very careful planning about what to do. And that's true on the party side, on the civil society side, and I'm given to understand on the official side from the governor and attorney general's offices as well. There's a lot going on. I mean, you know, I'm on calls about this multiple times a week. Just to be clear on the legislation piece, the House is just Republican. It's the Senate where it's currently Democratic, and the question is, with the special election, would it end up tying up? But right now the House is Republican and will be through the election. We need to flip that back. That's really important. Get Matt Hall out of the Speaker's chair. But there's no chance of any legislation that's any good on elections passing before this election. So just, you know, take that off your mind. But there is a lot of work on that. I actually just wanted to say in general about this meeting. So I think like everybody else, I mean, like probably a lot of people at this meeting, my position didn't prevail on every one of these resolutions, but I really appreciated that people took these resolutions incredibly seriously, and there seemed to be a lot of care and thoughtfulness. And again, you know, I think it's just the nature of the democratic process that sometimes we prevail and sometimes we don't. And but I thought this was really nice. I would like, you know, to figure out how to do the resolutions process sort of better in the future. It seems like it's not, and I don't think this is the fault of our leaders here. I think it's not ideal to have a bunch of resolutions dumped on us that we're sort of trying to parse in real time. I mean, we were able to read the resolutions in advance, but there's no kind of editorial process. And my sense was a lot of people had sort of agreement with maybe the general principles, but not with some of the wording. And, you know, that led to, you know, some undue friction. But I thought I was just really impressed with this group and how people dealt with that. And I just wanted to say that.
Same, Sam. Thank you for saying that. And, you know, I'll tell you, we don't have a resolutions committee. A number of county parties do have resolutions committees, and we don't. And we've never really seen a need for a resolutions committee until like 2 weeks ago. And it's like, oh gosh, we really need a resolutions committee to deal with these. And it was just too late to really pull them together in a way that seemed fair and deliberative. So, but I think if anybody wants to be part of a resolutions committee at the county level, please put your name in the chat. Because I think we should start one, at least an ad hoc resolutions committee for the years when we really need one. Norm.
Hi, I'm on the program committee with Eli Nathans, and on the subject of election security, we have Erica Peresman scheduled to speak at the next meeting on April 11th. And she's an expert on that subject.
Yeah, right. That's great. Thank you. Jess.
Hey, I'm just a little confused. I see we have people leaving already, but I'm confused how the first resolution passed, saying that we should basically not take a stance on any foreign policy or any of the conflicts in the Middle East, and then we also passed a resolution affirming the rights of Palestinian people, and I think that those are in conflict with each other. So I was thinking, I was wondering if it'd be possible to do a re-vote, or like if anyone who voted yes on both of those could speak to that. Maybe I'd be interested in hearing that as well.
Don't do a revote.
No, I don't think we will do a revote on those. Does anybody want to speak to that? I mean, my main comment on that would be that's the most complicated issue, one of the most complicated issues we're facing right now, and people are really are strong-minded on different, on different sides of it, and it's not simple. It's not like there are simple sides either. So that's all I can say. I don't know if anybody wants to add to that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jess. Happy to talk later. Janice, you had your hand up for a sec. Did you want to not have your hand up?
Oh, you mentioned that we'd, envisioned maybe having a resolutions committee, which we have had in the past, but it didn't. We never had this many resolutions be proposed at one time. And good work for Tony. I do wonder if what Jeff was questioning, perhaps it was also in function of the reduced participation later on in the meeting. It's definitely something. It seems to me that we need to somehow find a way to have actual deep dialogue about these questions, because there are two communities that are very, very valued and very dear, and they're in opposition, and somehow we need to break through that.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
Understand each other.
Thanks. Mark, you had your hand up a minute ago. Did you want to keep your hand up or no?
Yeah, I just think that there may be some opportunity for those two resolutions to be brought closer in alignment with each other. The second resolve, certainly we all should make a statement about being opposed to anti-Semitism and Islamophobia and prioritizing the needs of people in Michigan. So there may be some opportunity for some reconciliation there.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then we could send that up to the resolutions committee, Mark. If you put that in writing for me, I'll send that up with the resolutions. Right? Hunter.
Well, a comment and a question. In terms of those resolutions being in opposition, that's part of the process. We're sending them on to the state level, and then the state party as a whole will decide which one they prefer, if either. And I have a question: as someone newly elected, are we going to be notified by the state committee of the Zoom information, or should we just seek that out?
Yes. No. I'll send your name and contact information to the state, to the party affairs director, and you will hear from her.
Thank you.
And if you don't hear from her before, and remember, everybody, sometimes the emails go to social or they go to spam. So check your filters. But if you don't hear, all of you who have been elected to committees, thank you. And you're in for a fun time, interesting time behind the scenes. Let me know if you don't hear from the chair. I'm not quite sure when to expect that, but I would think, actually, these conventions had to be done by a week from yesterday. So she'll probably wait until after the 28th, and when she has all the names, and then she'll send the Zoom information to all the new committee members. Alternates. Okay. All right. I also want to say just about the transparency. I think it was on the transparency. Now, I don't know which one it was, but mentioning the difficulty of getting your membership information. We are intimately familiar with that challenge. It is incredibly hard, even for us, Sharon, to be super clear about who's a member from what time and for how long. But the MDP has a new membership system. Every paying member, because it costs money, so you can certainly be a member for free, but then you'll have to do a little bit more. It'll be a little it'll be just more like normal, right? Paid members apparently they're saying that you're going to get a code for your phone, like a digital membership card that will ping you when your membership, when you need to renew and so forth. So that's awesome. I also want to say that just as a point of information, the WCDP gets no money when you join the MDP. I just want to be clear about that. If you want to support the WCDP, that's a different action. Okay, Janet, last word.
I just wanted to take advantage to grab Michael and ask him to please email me about the allocations. Here's a question. PD.
Okay, okay, that's in chat, okay. Okay, and the last thing I want to say is, thank you, Ann. The last thing I want to say is that, we let people in after the deadline who registered at the deadline because we decided, okay, we hadn't done a billboard about the deadline, but next time, because of the difficulty with membership identification, we'll just really make it super, super clear that you really have to be a member, or you really have to register for this convention at least a day or two, and it's 24 hours, 48 hours. So our membership team does not go completely bananas, which kind of is always a possibility every time we have a certified membership meeting. All right, I will.
Could I just mention that we did have people who were still registering during the meeting, and within minutes of them registering, I admitted them.
Yeah, thank you.
If they were on the membership list. I
Yeah,
had
but we
membership
don't
list
want
to
to.
look at.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
It's
We're not gonna-
dangerous in that if it was many more than it was today, I would not have been able to handle it.
Yeah.
So it's a
We're not
slippery
gonna-
slope.
We're not going to do that again. All right, so you got to have mercy on your volunteers here. Everybody here is a volunteer, so it's a lot. Okay, thank you everybody for a really wonderful meeting. I'm totally amazed that we got through all those in such good fashion. And yes, thank you, Jeremy. I will accept a motion. I'll hear a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Janet. Liz, you're open. Say second.
Good meeting. I second.
Liz seconds. Okay. Any opposition to adjournment? Right on the dot, people. Good job. Okay. Round of applause, everybody, for yourselves. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Liz.